My name is Nathan Schwartz, and this is my Creating Innovative Uses of Technology and Individual project. I decided to do creating books with biomes of the world and using Google Classroom for geometry unit. The rationale with biomes is I chose to create books using biomes for a couple of different reasons. One, I recently went to a tech conference and had heard about creating digital stories or books. Then my mind began to wonder, how could I use this? I only teach math and science. Two, teaching science will make this easy for me to do, especially with biomes coming up in the next couple of weeks. I was thinking about chapter books based on each biome, or just do one small book based on each biome for a total of 8 books if you did 8 biomes. Third, our school struggles with reading. So in fact, we have a school-wide reading goal from the fall to the spring test, the district test, which is iReady. So we had set up a goal for that. I figured that creating books would get them to read more. How can you get better at reading? Well, of course, you have to read. Lesson 1, creating books with the biomes of the world. Description of the plan. This is a 5th grade lesson. Students will create a book based on 8 biomes of the world by using bookcreator.com. There are more biomes than just 8, so I chose 8 to do for the students. First, students will have to research the biomes and find information such as animals, plants, and the climate of the biome. Obviously, there are many more things like a fun fact about each biome. The technology and resources that are involved. Students will be using Chromebooks to do their research and create their books. Students will get 2 websites, factmonster.com and ducksters.com. However, they are not limited to these websites. They are more than welcome to explore the internet safely, of course. The 2 websites are for them if they are struggling to find information. They will create a book at bookcreator.com. Like I said, these 2 websites are just some that I found that are easy to search, and they are not limited to that because obviously they will have to find some pictures as well. Skills required by the teachers. Teachers need to find websites that their students can explore, such as the 2 websites that I found, and find the information they need. Also, they need to find a book creating website that they like to use and make sure they understand how it works. It's one thing if you have a website, but it's another if you know how to use it. Just because of the fact if you don't know how to use it, students are going to get lost, and that's when behavior problems start. I found that Book Creator will work best for me and the students. There are more digital story websites that can be used. Prior skills and knowledge of students. Students will be required to know how to research using Google. They will need to know how to use Google Docs as they will put in all of their information in one document. They will also be taught how to cite things when they find information and or pictures from the internet. Also, they will need to know how to work as a team because this is a partner project. The big thing that I want to focus on here is the citing things because I just want to be able to start them young as at a 5th grade level so they're not knowing not what to do when they get to middle school and high school. The process asked of the students. Students are asked to research information such as animals, plants, climate, precipitation, temperature, location, and fun fact about each of the 8 biomes I assign them. The biomes are savanna, grasslands, desert, rainforest, temperate rainforest, tundra, taiga, and the marine biome. The students will put their information into a Google Doc. Once they have found all of their information, they will create a book. They have a choice on if they want to create one long book on all the biomes with 8 chapters, or create a mini book for each of the biomes. Procedures of the project. Students will research, then put information into a Google Doc, and finally they will create a book. Advantages of the project. Advantages are the students will be able to be the author of their own book. As a school, we are working on achieving our reading goal at the end of the year. Students, in turn, will be more than willing to read other books because they see the hard work put into actual books that they can create. Students will also get better understanding of technology. Hopefully with the students using the innovative technology, They will want to create their own books outside of the classroom. Using the technology also teaches them how to work together to reach one common goal. Disadvantages. I don't foresee any disadvantages, but if the students don't understand how to do the prior requirements, they will struggle. Students also might struggle with citing their sources. So that's one big thing that we have to teach as well. Effective teaching strategies used. Clarity and discussion are the main points. I need to be clear with my expectations of the project, orally and written. Students will get a copy of the rubric and base their books on that. Peers will need to discuss what they want to research and how. They will also need to decide what is better for them, a larger book or several mini books. How can it be transferred to other teachers? The possibilities are endless. They can go cross-curricular. However, teaching this to other teachers is the hardest part because during staff meetings, we never get the opportunity to do the technology. It always seems like it's everything but technology. Once I get a chance to teach staff how to do this, I would. Math, science, ELA, and social studies can all do something like this. In math, students can put a geometry book together. In science, they can do something with simple machines. In ELA, they can create a book in general, or excuse me, and in social studies, students can create a book on the important battles of the Civil War. As you can see, creating books can be very easy to do with every subject. Lesson 2, I decided to use Google Classroom unit with geometry. Rationale, I chose to use Google Classroom because I currently use it, but I wanted to find out some more ways on how to use it. I feel like I could use Classroom for everything that I do throughout the year. I know the initial setup is a lot of work. However, in the end, it would be worth it. No copies to be made. Every assignment and assessment is ready to go. Students can access it whenever and wherever they want. Lesson description. This is, again, a 5th grade lesson or a unit. Students will do an entire unit through Google Classroom with geometry. They will get assignments, videos, helpful hints, and the final assessment. Technology and resource used. Students will be using Chromebooks. Teacher will assign videos from YouTube, and they will also get practice problems from IXL. Their final assessment will be made through a Google form. If students have homework because they didn't finish it in the class, they will be able to use their phones, tablets, or whatever they may have at home. Skills required of teachers. Teachers will need to find worksheets for the students to work on and assign to students via Google Classroom. They could also create their own worksheets through Google Classroom. This is also the case for the videos. Teachers will also have to teach the lessons without Classroom if students do not understand the concept through Classroom. So for an example, if they don't understand how to multiply 2 by 3-digit numbers on Google Classroom, then they're going to have to find another way to meet the needs of those students that do not. Prior knowledge and skills required of students. Students will need to know how to navigate through Google Classroom. This will take a lot of classroom time to teach. Students have several options through Classroom. They can communicate with a teacher and their peers, create a new doc or a sheet, and they will need to know how to turn the assignment in. These are 3 of the main things that they will need to know. However, Classroom has many more features that will be explained throughout the unit. Process asked of the students. Students will have an outline on the first assignment of what to do throughout the unit. Students will the students will have to complete 4 assignments. Every assignment will be accompanied with a video to complete it. These videos will either be produced by myself or they will come from YouTube. Finally, they will complete an assessment through Google Forms. Procedures of the project. Teaching how to use Google Classroom is a process, and it all can't be done in one day. So, students will learn how to turn in the assignment first, then how to use a doc and a sheet. Finally, students will learn how to communicate effectively. Keyword here is effectively because they like to just chit-chat with each other. And of course, we get emails about that with their peers and myself. My ultimate goal would be for the students coming into my class at the beginning of the year to know how to use Google Classroom. So that's with being able to teach the staff how to use Google Classroom. So then I don't have to go through this entire process. I can save some time by just getting into Google Classroom, get off and running. Advantages. The advantages are for the teachers, are that they don't have to make copies of the assignment. They also don't have to do much but grade the assignments in classroom. For students, they will never lose their work because it is all online, and they can access their classroom from anywhere. They do not have to be at school. The disadvantages for teachers, it is a lot of initial work that will take a lot of time. Students will not have contact with the teacher as much. The effective instructional strategies. Teacher clarity, informative assessments. The teacher needs to be very clear when it comes to the online work. Expectations need to be posted in the classroom and in Google Classroom. They also need to be talked about almost daily. Every assignment is technically a formative assessment. Teachers will grade every assignment and give feedback to students on what they did correctly or incorrectly. How can it be transferred to other teachers? Google Classroom is easy to incorporate technology into your classroom. There are so many options through Classroom. Even if a teacher um, wants to just post a discussion question for homework, they can do it through Classroom. The benefit: no paper, and most students have access to a phone, tablet, or computer. Teachers can even push through websites to students. So if a teacher wants the students to visit a website but the address is too long, teachers can just push it through to the students. Only if the students are, well, actually, if they're on a Chromebook or whatever, and they have the Google Classroom app, it will just push right through to them. Classroom can be used in every subject area. Teachers can just use it for assignments or for the entire year. Thank you for watching my effective uses of technology.